Well, hey, everybody. It's Deanna Fenton here. I was a little distracted because it normally says you are live and I could see it and it had these other weird pop-ups, but it says I'm live. So welcome to this week's Simple Steps to Online Success. And today we're going to talk about tech tools, and it is going to be focused on how you can choose the right tool and platform for your membership, and sometimes ways that you want to enhance it by bringing in another tool. So as we all know, I am a huge fan of Kajabi, and the purpose of that, or the underlying reason for it, is Kajabi gives me everything I need. So let's start specifically with hi, everybody. Welcome to Simple Steps to Online Success. There is some kind of weird delay with StreamYard because it originally said I was live and I was talking my head off, and now another message came up and said I'm live. So I'm thinking I'm live now. Oh, my Lord. I sure hope so. Hi. I'm Deanna Fenton, and this is Simple Steps to Online Success, which is your weekly video show, both on Facebook and on YouTube, where I talk about all things digital marketing, tech tools, and how to put everything together to build the online business that you desire. So if you are watching live, welcome. If you're watching on the replay, please put hashtag replay in the comments so I know who you are and that you are here later on. I do want to let you know in the post, there will be a link from StreamYard. So when people make comments on this post while I'm live, I like to pull up your comments or questions. And if you don't give StreamYard permission to show your name, then I'm just going to see something that says Facebook user or YouTube user, and I won't see your name. And it's always nice to have your name on the screen, right? So back to where I was babbling on. Today, we are going to focus on tech tools. And what I'm going to talk about is, my philosophy and my preference for an all-in-one platform like Kajabi, because it eliminates so much of the stress and hassle of having to connect different tech platforms together. Because we all know that we have pretty much three distinct areas in our business when we are talking about courses and memberships. We have our ongoing connection content, our helping people get to know, like, and trust us and understand who we are. A lot of that is focused on your website, your landing pages for your lead magnets, and your email marketing. So you kind of have all of those things: website, landing pages, email marketing that you're focused on. Then we have our launches. So whether you are doing them evergreen, whether you are doing them live, whether you are doing webinars, challenges, live launches, whatever, we have our launch time, and we have our tools that we need for our launches. And some of those are the same tools. We rely on our email marketing. We rely on our landing pages. We rely on these tools to be able to guide people towards the idea of purchasing. And most important, let me include our shopping cart, also known as our checkout process. Real key for a launch. Then we have our fulfillment. And this is where we actually deliver our content to our students or the new members in our membership. So you can see, though, we've got different sometimes the same tool, but we have different purposes as we move throughout this customer journey. We have the getting to know you, the nurturing, we have our launching, we have our delivery and fulfillment of whatever it is we've sold. Now, within that, we have tools like Kajabi, and we have other tools that provide those different functions that often have to work together to be able to accomplish it. So, for example, you may have a WordPress website. You may have email marketing on ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign. Those things need to be able to work together to have your landing pages direct the information to your email service provider. During our launches, we can have multiple tools from landing pages, email service providers, something like Deadline Funnel, even platforms like Facebook, if you're going to do a challenge and you're doing it through Facebook. So you understand you can either try and do it all on one, or you can piece things together. That has been the premise of Kajabi forever, is that they try and eliminate as much of your need to have additional tools. So let's talk about Searchy. And I mentioned in my post, of course, that I am going through the Tribe course again. And I will discuss that in another video about, like, why would you go through the same course 4 times? Well, because we always pick up something new, and there's a tremendous amount of energy that is generated by being in a live experience with a course going on. But this is the first time that Stu McLaren has had a solution that he is presenting as a platform for people to build their memberships. Because prior to this, the Tribe course really spent about 90 minutes total talking about tech tools. And it was nothing more than a very informative workshop with a document that said, you can use Canva to create your logo. You can use ActiveCampaign as your email service provider. And it was just a directory of sorts in a PDF about tech tools. Well, a few years ago, Stu had a need to catalog and manage the mass amount of video content that he had for his launches, for his course, for all of the content that he creates, which is primarily video. And he and his business partner, his brother-in-law, decided to create a tool because they have an aspect of their business that is a development company. And they created Searchy. And the idea was to create a platform where you could upload video content. It is automatically transcribed, which is fantastic. It then creates not only the transcripts and captions, but you had a way to actually search the content on a video. So that after the transcription and you wanted to find a certain point in the video where a topic was discussed, all you had to do was type that into the search engine and you would be brought to that part. So this has only been around 2 years. I think 2 years. So I jumped on it as a member of Stu's membership. I had an awesome opportunity, much the same way I did with Kajabi. I jumped on as a founder and got an unbelievable price for life. And I've been using Searchy in my membership. So that's what we're going to talk about. First of all, is how I'm using it. And then I'm going to talk about the next evolution of Searchy and what that means for people who use Kajabi. Okay, so let's jump in. I already just kind of covered what Searchy is. But the focus has been the idea of video hosting and creating the ability to search that. So let's go over here, and I am going to share my screen here and show you. So it is searchy.io, and it says reimagine your online business with video. And so they talk about who this is really for. And one of the things I should also highlight from the beginning, and it's kind of ironic now that this is becoming even bigger than normal, or has been, podcasting. You can also upload your podcast audio and use Searchy as a platform for your podcast episodes. I mentioned that this is a little ironic because just in the last few days, Facebook has made an announcement that they're going to be focusing heavily on audio content. So it's all audio content is kind of having a resurgence, much the way we did when Facebook started Facebook Live many years ago at this point. So Searchy is great for podcasters, courses or memberships, coaches or consultants, marketing and sales, and education. And what the focus is being able to make your content as accessible as possible for your audience. Again, could be students, could be members of a membership, could be coaching clients. It's a very easy way. I'll talk briefly too about how I use it with coaching clients, because it is a tremendous benefit in just dealing individually with people versus, people going through a course or a membership. And it allows you to take the content from digital courses, your coaching, virtual meetings, summits, live events, any time that you are creating audio or video content. And it creates the search engine, as I said, once it's uploaded, the transcription, and the ability to search. So this was kind of their focus on how, and it came from a need that Stu had. Was one, they needed to catalog video content, and two, he had been teaching the Tribe course for a couple of years at this point, and there were repetitive questions. And I see it happening this year as well. The same questions get answered over and over again. By using Searchy and initially directing your students or members to look for the answers in Searchy, you're reducing a lot of your support, the support issues that come into running a course or a membership. So that was how Searchy is basically presented. And I am going to get rid of that real quick. So just so it's out of the way. And I'm going to come back over here and I'm going to show you an overview. So let's see if I can no, that's too small. I don't want to publish. Sorry, this is Lucidchart, and those of you that have watched this before know that I really love Lucidchart as a way of kind of demonstrating. Oh, right over here. Geez. Okay. So, and let's see if I can blow this up. Okay. So this is how Searchy works. This is the basic function. You can manually or automatically upload individual video or audio files. And they also have a Chrome extension that is a Searchy screen recorder that you can also use to record, and it will directly go into Searchy. So what that means is you can create automated uploads by connecting Searchy with your Facebook page, Facebook groups, a Vimeo account, a Zoom account, Wistia, Dropbox, Google Drive, your podcast RSS feed, or Zapier. They're working diligently on trying to also get a connection to YouTube, but apparently that one is a bit more of a challenge to try and get that done. So this is not, so what I'm saying here is you can have this all happen automatically, or you can manually upload. It's up to you. So for example, we manually upload our recordings, and that is because my Zoom recordings, I'm saving to my hard drive and I'm not doing it in the cloud. If I was doing it in the cloud, it would happen automatically and I would just literally click a button to process it and it would go into Searchy. But this is part of the automation to make this part of, uploading everything much more automated. And you have so many different options of where those videos can live that can connect to Searchy. So once they get uploaded and processed, they're transcribed. You have an option of reviewing the transcription and editing, and you can also create your own custom vocabulary. So if you find that Searchy's AI, its AI is recognizing a word that you say incorrectly. Like my joke has always been that when we first started using it, it would transcribe Kajabi as con-job-e, 3 words. So we created our custom vocabulary that said, no, the word is Kajabi. And so therefore, when it transcribes, it recognizes the word is Kajabi. So that is one of the benefits as well, is it's not only you have to screen and initially you want to go through and review those transcriptions and make sure they're correct. But then you can find if there are consistent errors and update your custom vocabulary so those errors do not happen going forward. Now, once those files are uploaded, you can organize them. And one of the first level of organization are folders. So you're going to see, I'm going to go into my Searchy account and show you how I have folders for coaching clients. I have folders for content of my Facebook Lives that I want to organize a certain way. I have folders for the membership content, so it's all in one place. And you can organize the folders, and you can then also organize them by adding different tags to them. And one of the things in the automation process is, say I am pulling in all my videos automatically from Zoom, I could automatically set an automation that says, every time I pull in a video from Zoom, put it in this folder. So again, the automation part is, so you're not manually moving files around, you can set these things up. Then the next layer of organization and the use of Searchy is creating a playlist. So a playlist can be a single folder, it could be multiple folders, and it could be generated by tags. Again, all of these things can be automated and have the tags added automatically to place specific content in specific playlists. Playlists really provide the first level of visual access for your audience, because the playlist is then going to organize or be organized, and I'm going to show you how that works, where you can see the videos, all the videos in a playlist, and watch them in order and search them and view and download transcriptions. So that's really the main flow of Searchy. And I'm now missing something. Okay, so let me pop over here real quick. Okay, so there was something kind of missing in my my searchy flow because there is supposed to be more, but we'll, it's almost like something got deleted. Yikes. Okay. So let's jump into how I use Searchy in the membership. So again, using Kajabi for a long, long time, have my membership in Kajabi, and probably didn't have Searchy the first year of the membership. So we're doing twice a week Q&A calls. So we're generating a lot of video content. And even prior to that, it was at least once a week. We were doing a Q&A call or training call or something like that. And again, much like Stu encountered with Tribe, the same questions come up. How do I create a pipeline? How do I create automation in a form? How do I do an email sequence? So rather than repeating those things over and over again, I can point them to Searchy and they can enter those keywords and pull up any of the videos where those keywords were discussed and taken exactly to the timestamp, and they can watch the video. So let's take a look. Wrong screen. There we go. Of how that looks. So there are a couple of different ways. Actually, let's go back to Searchy so you could see. So there is the option of playlists. And if we look at playlists, again, you can see tons of playlists here. We have the ability to embed that information in another platform. So you can get embed code for a playlist that you can embed in a Kajabi page, landing page, in a WordPress landing page, anywhere that you can embed iframe code. So that flexibility alone is really, let me, I'm trying to descending funnel building playlist. Okay. I was just trying to get this sorted. So you can sort the folders, as you can see, or the playlists in different ways. So that was the one thing, was the very basic thing. And I should actually say you can embed that code and you can copy and have a URL. And for example, this is the playlist for my membership that has all of that, all of the Q&A, all of the monthly training, all of our video content searchable right here. So that's another advantage, is we could embed this. I'm going to show you that I did this as well. I have this embedded in a Kajabi post, but you can also make it accessible by your core members or students via a URL. So I just want to let you make sure. No, and this was, I'm taking Searchy a step further by breaking out by category of Kajabi question with the most common questions that I see. And we're going to organize this in a hub. And that's the next thing we're going to talk about as soon as I'm done with this. But that is why this one says Q&A products, and why is my instructor bio showing? Why isn't my instructor bio showing? That's probably like the number one Kajabi question that people have. So that is our playlist. So remember, embed or make accessible via a URL. Then we have something called widgets. And our widgets are the ability to have either a pop-out widget appear within your platform that, again, allows somebody to search, or it is kind of it pops out, or it shows up in a area at the bottom of the screen. So in creating this widget, and this is the main thing that my people use to search, I choose the folders that I want the content included for them to search. I've branded this with my membership information. And I'm able to take this and use a little piece of code, and you don't need the code editor for this, to be able to have a button that will have the widget pop out. So for example, if I preview this and I click this blue button that says search all video content here, ooh. I gotta say, everybody, unfortunately, I'm thinking that there's a little problem with Searchy today, because I have been getting this message a lot. This is not an ideal day to be doing this demo, because I keep getting a 403 forbidden message. Okay. That has never happened before, but of course, I don't know if you realize it, but it's Mercury in retrograde right now, and everything has gone to hell. Trust me, this works. When you click the button, that widget pops out, and it looks just like this widget, and they have the option to search. Okay, and now I know my other is probably not going to work either. So because that widget doesn't work super well on mobile, I also make Searchy available within a post. Because now remember, I showed you two options are you can embed the code, or you can have a URL. So we have, under our new start here, oh, that's interesting. Now it's making me log in. Okay. And maybe that's why. Okay. Searching for content in the members area. And so I have a video where I tell everybody how to use Searchy. So that's the first thing. But now I have a category that is search the membership. And you can see here, I have this code embedded in a post in this product. So let's see if this is working. Maybe that forbidden thing was because it said I wasn't. Yeah, that was the reason why it wasn't working, because I wasn't logged in as a member, which is weird because I was logged in as the admin. I don't know. Anyway, so pipeline. So once again, it takes us directly to a timestamp in this video where I talk about pipelines right here. So every single element. And you see here with the search bar, I can search through the transcription. So this transcription starts where the video starts right here. So you can see that that's available. They can also download the transcription and download the audio file too. So again, as we're trying to create content that meets the needs of the different ways that people learn, you know, if people are more that they want to read, they can download the transcription in a text format and pull the information from there as well. Okay, so now I'm curious. Let's, I'm going to go back. Okay, so now I'm on my dashboard again. If I do this, nope, that's still not working. Okay, something is up with that. So that's how I use Searchy. So you can see right here, there is no real conflict between Kajabi and Searchy. They work perfectly together. They provide a tremendous benefit for me and my members and work hand in hand. So now Just coming over here real quick. Okay. Now let's talk about something new called Searchie Hubs. Searchie Hubs has been the next level of development of the Searchy platform. And once again, Stu is looking for how can he overcome some of the objections that people have about membership sites, and probably it's in the top 2 or 3 is the tech, right? People are immediately like, I'm not techie. I hate tech. I don't know how to do this, And then the other thing is everybody gets into a spin about these platforms. Is WordPress better? Is Kajabi better? Is New Zenler better? Is whatever better? Teachable better? On and on and on and on. So they have created Searchy Hubs. Now, let's talk about what a Searchy Hub really is, because remember I talked about we have our customer journey and we have our introduction, nurturing part, we have our launching part, and we have our delivery part. Well, even Stu said himself, Searchy is the delivery platform. That is their sweet spot. If you have video content, video and audio content particularly, that is their area. Now, it's not to say that people haven't been trying to use Searchy for these other areas, but there is no email other than transactional email. I don't believe that they're going to add that. They've done a tremendous amount, because now again, remember that this is really new. This is from last fall when they launched their beta, and I got involved in their beta with this. So, and they have been extremely responsive in trying to make updates and add features that are continually making hubs better. So I had my Lucidchart that explained how all of this fell into a hub, and I don't really know what happened to it. So let me show you what it ends up doing. So I can tell you from here. All right, so we have folders, remember, and then we have the workhorse, which is the playlist. And the playlists are combinations of single or multiple folders and tagging. So the goal with Searchy Hubs was to create a platform and allow you to use all of that content you upload to Searchy as part of this platform and deliver that content in a very easy to use way. Now, visually and as a user, a hub is really great. It really, really looks good. They really focus on, I'm going to come down here to, if I can find the demo site so you can take a look at it. The demo site was during the initial rollout of the beta and having people learn how to create a hub. So you can see it has a big old search bar at the top, because don't forget, that is the primary goal of Searchy, is being able to search the content. You have this big call to action section where you can link this button to a page, to a external URL. Over here on the right-hand side, we have a hamburger menu that opens up with different pages. And you can have these call to action grids with that also link. They can link to pages. They could link to external URLs. And then here is where you can start to pull in your content, pardon me, from a playlist. So using this, you can just pull in content and have it update automatically. So you finish a Q&A Tuesday morning, it gets uploaded automatically into Searchy, it appears on the platform automatically because it gets added to a playlist. So it's a really, really easy to use, and it really looks nice. Everybody, everybody kind of likes the Netflix style or appearance of being very visual about the content. And you can have as many of these different sections as you really need. So like I said, if we look at this one and I click customize, we add or select our pages to edit them. Each page, you can add sections. So once again, we have this one is, that one is considered a, oh, header. Nope, sorry. I'm a little undone here. So that's our call to action. We have that's a call to action section. Call to action grid is this one here. And then playlist is down here. So if I wanted to add a new playlist, I would just click here. I could choose a playlist that I want to show up. I could choose to sort it directly from the way the playlist is sorted, or do it by name, by date, etc. And then this is the control aspect of Searchy, is access to the content, excuse me, is controlled by what is called audience tags as well as audience segments. So that means you can go in and you have a hub or a section accessible only by people that have an audience tag or are part of an audience segment. And that just means what a lot of people are trying to do, which I think it gets a little crazy, is use one hub to have free content, membership content, course content, and only show people the bits and pieces that they should have access to. It's really hard, and even the people from Searchy really recommend what you should do is have one hub per product or per use. So like, don't combine a course and a membership, or don't combine multiple courses unless everybody should have access to both courses, that kind of thing. And like I said, some people have been trying to make a website out of this. I personally find some problems with that, just because a typical website, I mean, especially if you're going to be very focused on SEO, I think you're kind of limited here in what you can do for SEO. And the only SEO option down here is you can create a page title and a page description, and you can throw a few keywords in there. That is actually almost more for sharing, when we're doing sharing on social media accounts. Pardon me. So Hubs is the new exciting thing. So I have created, as you can see, several hubs, and even one that features, trainings on Kajabi here. So it's pretty cool. Let me show you this, is one of the things I really, really like is it also, let's go to the Creators Toolkit. If I add, let's go ahead and add a section. And let's do a call to action grid. So, call to action grid has these cards. If I go into the card and I'm just going to choose a playlist. If I scroll down here, so really kind of work. Oh, here we go. Theme. and I want to have a thumbnail image right here. And I want it to be light thumbnail. Why am I? There we go, background image. Sorry about that. I can connect to Canva and open up my Canva account, and it will come directly to the templates that are the right dimensions for these background images for these call to action, this call to action grid. So that means you can just, without exiting Searchy, you can go right in there, design it on Canva, and download it. When it downloads it, it will automatically populate here. I think that is just absolutely, absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to say no, don't save. So let's come down to ways you would use a hub. So let me just tackle the biggest question. I see a lot of people that are saying they want to use Searchy Hubs and they want to get rid of Kajabi. And it depends on your business. I will absolutely 100% agree. It depends on your business. However, you have to understand what Searchy is right now, what Searchy may evolve into, and what are the tools that you need then to complement it. So right now, and my guess is they would not go into trying to have an email service provider function with Searchy. Right now, what it has are transactional emails, which means somebody buys from you, or somebody creates an account. It sends an email and confirms their registration, or it confirms that they've been granted access to a hub. It's an automated email. And they only recently did allow us now that we can customize that, because originally there was no way to customize it. It just sent out a very sterile, short, you now have access to this hub. Click here to log in kind of thing. So you're still going to need email marketing. People are trying to use it to create websites and landing pages. So far, I have not seen that done very successfully. I think maybe if you were a really great designer and you've got really focused, you might be able to do something like that. On the long term, again, if you are hoping for any kind of organic search engine optimization, I don't know that is going to work. So I think, again, like I said, Stu focused on they are the delivery part. So here, again, are kind of ways that I see a hub as a perfect extension of Kajabi. So podcast. Many people are putting their podcasts on their Kajabi website, and I think that's awesome. But if you were going to use this as like a lead magnet, where you told people, hey, you have the option of not only accessing all of my podcast episodes in one place, but it's searchable. Now, again, I'm saying that, and then you're losing the SEO from sending them to your website. So I don't know that that's a great thing, but I am seeing a hub as a great option for lead magnets. Again, free lead magnets. If you had like video training or audio training, I think that's great. I think they're great for challenges. I mean, I've been working with the members in my membership a lot, because several of them have been doing challenges. And I mean, we can do a really, really great landing page and a whole pipeline on a challenge and run them through Kajabi really well. But I mean, I certainly do agree the visual aspect of how a hub looks. And it's relatively easy, because if you upload that video content, you can just directly pull it in without much fuss at all. And then the big thing is memberships. I mean, some people are using them for courses, but at this point, They don't have really drip capability. There's kind of a hack to be able to drip content. And again, all of this really depends, because a lot of the connections, because remember, we also need that sales part. They have a focus or a connection with Stripe through something they call a customer portal. But the same thing with the email marketing. You're going to have to incorporate Zapier, because once somebody buys, and you have to manually apply the tag, and then you have to send that information to ConvertKit or ActiveCampaign or whomever you're using. So again, you still need to have these other tools. So that's kind of it. And that's why, again, really from where I stand, I think they're great together. I mean, the fact that even just using Searchy as it was originally developed with that video content, it is invaluable for my membership. Now, hubs, and again, depending on where people are, if they're starting with absolutely nothing and all they're doing is a membership, it's pretty easy. And Stu has given people who have bought the course this time around a really great bonus of some months free of using Searchy, as well as training, the Planet Build It courses or workshops that he did. So I like both. I think they serve different needs. I think they focus on different areas. I think they complement one another very well. I will be using Searchy Hubs. I plan on using them for challenges. I plan on using them as lead magnets for like a resource library or this master Q&A database that I'm putting together. I think I think they're a perfect complement, because I can have my landing page on Kajabi for people to opt in. Once they opt in, I can set up a zap that it goes to Searchy and it applies an audience tag that this person has access to this hub. And I think they're going to work great together. So speaking of my membership, well, I did want to pop this up real quick and yeah, pop that up. So if you're interested in exploring Searchy and how it might complement your business, that is an affiliate link, deannafenton.me/Searchy, and you can check it out. They did have a free trial at one time. Yes, they still have a free trial. And I don't recall, and it's taking me right directly into my account. So I can't tell you how long the free trial, it was 7 or 14 days, something like that. So you can check that out. And then based on talking about my membership, I just posted a comment that I am going to be opening up the membership, and it will be the last time I open this membership up. And the reason for that is this membership is completely getting transformed. It's honestly not going to change a whole lot of the content, because even my members say I have been over delivering on the kind of content that we've got. This membership has really expanded way beyond just Kajabi. I mean, we cover podcasting, we cover YouTube channels, we cover all different launch formats and techniques. We cover email marketing. It's not just really Kajabi alone. So this membership is going to expand. It's going to have a different, we're going to continue this broader focus. And the price is going up significantly. I will always include Kajabi because that's just the way it is. And all the people that are in there now are using Kajabi, so that isn't going to go away. but we're going to have a lot more. So this is the right opportunity for you if you have signed up for Kajabi and you just haven't been able to get anything going. You're a little frustrated with the tech. You're not getting your questions answered and you're not quite sure where to go to get your questions answered. If you click the link that's in the comments and sign up on the wait list, you're going to get early notification. Well, you're going to be the only people who get notification that it's open. It is only going to be open for a couple of days because this is the last focus on this membership as it is. And then you get grandfathered into the new and improved and much more expensive membership at this current price. So like I said, the notification will go out next week and there will be just a couple of days to take advantage of it. But please get on the wait list, because if you are on the wait list, then you'll get the notification. And I hope this was helpful. If you're watching on the replay or you come back later and you have questions, make sure you go ahead and post them in the comments and I'll get back to you as soon as I can on that. And until next week, I'm Deanna Fenton, and I hope you have a fabulous rest of the week. Bye-bye.